they'll be calling you a radical. This will be interesting to see if these guys copyright this song, because they violated copyright because this was Ringo Starr's song. Remember? Photograph, and he had a copyright. And everybody says, well, how come you didn't go after him? I don't give a fuck. Our favorite Beatle, right? Ringo. We all live in a greenwashing machine. So we got some important fucking news. I'm going to talk salmon. You know, I don't give a fuck who watches at this point. Our small army. The feud. We'll talk about the con. I mean, these YouTube sites are enough to make you vomit. The shit that they turned this fucking genre, this research. I just remember when you go into a library, you see those millions of books on the shelves no one ever reads. Everybody was a writer, and they were read then. All we hear is Radio Goo Goo, Radio Ga. I remember when I first heard this song. I'm like, whoa, who the fuck are these guys? Of course, it was all downhill from then, wasn't it? Fuck the music right then. This is in the mid-'80s. Early 80s. Oh, it was so fucking good. And then, the perfect example is ZZ Top. How good was this shit in the 70s? How bad was it in the 80s? To horrid in the 90s. Pathetic in the 2000s. I mean, So let's talk salmon numbers. I love this song, by the way. And Ringo's Photograph. They're two of my favorite songs. Love them. Fucking. Let's talk salmon, and then let's talk Europe. So I'm supposed to leave to go to Europe 26th of this month. Well, it looks like that's not going to fucking happen. So yesterday, Europe threw down the gauntlet again and put the United States on the extreme travel restriction. So I think I'm going to be blocked. I'll find out tomorrow. But hopefully my plane ticket can get reimbursed. And I'll find out essential onlys, they're saying. You know, I'm going for the Milan climate. And that's okay. I get it. I respect the Europeans for it. And I really respect their decision making. It's their place. You know, Italy's their country. And Italy's paid a hell of a fucking price in COVID. You know, the Fukushima flu. So let's talk salmon. So finally, a second guide has done what Tim Martin did 8 years ago. It says, fuck you, I'm not killing the last fucking salmon. I respect this environment. I'm here for the beauty of the animal and the fucking respect for the animal. I'll catch one, release it, look at its beauty. You know, the romance of the fly fisherman, which used to be beautiful. Not now. I got my Patagonian gear. Look at me. Fuck you. These salmon guys. I got in a fight in Farmington Bay. I was at a coffee shop that this literally sits in Farmington Bay. They build it, you know, illegally in the marsh, drain the marsh. These two guys come. They're Utahns, by the way. They claim they're Oregonian. Fold it up and just pretend. They're like, oh, that's fucking Kevin Blanch. I'm full of cancer then. You know me. I don't give a fuck. I'll fight you. You want to fight? Let's fight. You like guns? You like knives? I'm down. I'm down. Whatever you fucking... Go ahead. Make my... Whatever, you know, fists. I don't give a fuck. I'm cool with it. So, these two big fucking punks get in my face. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Me ruin your fishing, you stupid motherfuckers. How you gonna fish when there's no fish? You got no respect? You know, and they got shit, and I got right up in their face, and I think I made them both piss their pants. And remember, I was full of cancer then. I didn't give a fuck. I'm not afraid of it. You know, I'm not. That's the problem with the environmentalists. Oh, hi. That's why they're fucking a bunch of phonies. Real fucking environmentalists, conservation. So we're tough as fucking nails. We defend. You come, we'll fight you. And that's the fucking what it's got to be. You know, call me a fucking tree hugger. I remember a big fucking bully motherfucker got right in my fucking face. And I love when they cut down that tree, he got right in my face and called me a tree hugger and pushed me. Fuck, I got right up in his fucking face and I should drop you in fuck. And he was a big dude. Cops come, whatever. I'm like, you better fucking get between me. He assaulted me. I'll fuck him up right here and fucking now. And I'm an old guy. And I say, what's he going to do? Go home and tell his fucking wife? A guy that fucking's 100 pounds skinnier than him? And that's fucking well over double his age, a senior citizen by many state standards, just kicked his fucking ass. You know, I'm not taking their shit. These fucking climate change deniers are, until we make it legal. And number one, until we call in an airstrike on Operation Foxconn News. We call in an airstrike on the House of Sod. We call in an airstrike on the House of Windsor. We will never solve this. This fucking Afghanistan, this whole fucking imperialist thing, until we round up fucking Bill Eugenics Gates, we round up Jeff fucking Bezos, Elon Musk, these fucking rat thieving imperialists, fucking all these corporatist fucking CEO, evading tax, fucking rape this fucking ecology, loot this country, till we fucking round them up. Round them up fucking and put them in fucking underground fucking jail like they did in France. Lock them up. Bring back the double guillotine, I say, but until we call an airstrike in on Operation Foxconn News, the House of Sod, and we go after them fucking Saudis who did 9/11, we're getting nowhere. So to the salmon numbers. So the Steelhead numbers are 41,000 today for the year. Now, they had 826,000 10 years ago. They're dying at sea. And the greenwashing machines are still fucking talking dams. Because it's all fundraising. Don't you see that? It's fundraising. Greenpeace, the head of Greenpeace to Kevin Blanch to my face. On the Crystal Pier, on the boardwalk, on the corner of Garnett and Ocean. One of the noisiest places in the world. I grew up there and here. Well, Kevin, we send out a newsletter. Fukushima doesn't make our top 10. And by the way, it scares our investors. Helen Caldecott told me the exact same words. They know what they're up to. They're all about money. They don't give a fuck about the ecology. I'm like, that's a tail wagging the dog. You should be leading. And and he says, well, you're raising your voice. I says, I'm raising my fucking voice. I'm on the corner of fucking Garnett and Ocean. Fucking noise. There's no noise ordinance here. There's zero noise here. Even at night. You been around here? Fuck you. And that fucker got all stupid with me. I fucking was sick. I was sucked up full of cancer. And he attacked me, fucking pushing. I went, boom! I cracked that fucker. And I says, I remember when I'm not taking this shit. You attack me, I'm going to attack you back. And I don't believe in violence, but I'm going to defend myself. And I don't need a fucking gun. I don't need a fucking gun. I have the fucking strength of all the fucking cancer victims and all the I have the strength of the Chinook salmon in me. I have the strength of the gray whale in me. I have the strength of the mama humpback in me. Fucking try me. For the light, it's like my doctor says. He says, I love all these trolls and when the government hired PR firms to attack you, Kevin. He says, they don't know, do they? How tough you are. They don't know you've been fighting the biggest bully in the history of fucking mankind. The Nuclear Energy Crime Syndicate? They're not the toughest fuckers. They're just the weasel cowardice sissies. That's the toughest bully. AML, leukemia, de novo. Fight that fucking bully. Oh, he's a motherfucker. And he'll keep fighting you. And he's a tough motherfucker. I mean, that fucker will hit you like fucking Thomas Hearns in the fucking face. He'll fucking hit you like a young fucking Mike Tyson. He will hit you. You better be able to take it. I remember, so the salmon numbers are so low. What concerns me is the wild steelhead number. Oh my God, it's on the verge of extinction. They're so fucking low. Down over 95% in the 10 years. And they were low anyway. They were fucking doing good. They were making a hell of a comeback. Till Fukushima happened. It's unarguable science now, but, wonder your feel-good, your dogma burger reinforcement, as I call it. Dogma burger reinforcement YouTube sites. You're sick. Any of you people that still like Trump, still like Obama, and think presidents and fucking political parties fucking matter at this point, you're sick. You're poisoned by Operation Foxconn News. Fucking MSNBC, you're sick. You're poisoned with dogma. It's a sickness. Fukushima Decade is the greatest mental illness in history. Oh, it's the ecology, stupid. These numbers are that fucking low. And tell this country has been raped, pillaged, and robbed to no end. The day Foxconn News would run right out of the House of Windsor. Fox News did 9/11. Hear me out. The Saudi royal family, they're German Zionists, right? Yeah, the House of Saud. They're not Arabs. And London Liz, that's who did it. They're cousins. And, you know, Snowjob, somebody says, Snowjob says he'd be all right at Gitmo. He's got a big fucking punk mouth. I'm so sick of Edward Snowjob. What a fraud. Putin's already gave him permanent residency in He's already said him and his fucking spy. Lindsay Mills is one of the greatest double agent KGB you were hucking around. You seen the pictures of the baby? I want you to look up the pictures. This is what a smartass she is. She's got a picture and she's got these smiley faces. She's already said he's got dual citizenship. Edward, now this is important. Edward Snowden's mother was innocent. Do you know Edward Snowden hacked into, at a young kid, into Los Alamos? That's when they hired him. He was in Japan right before the fucking tsunami. Lindsay Mills had left him, remember? She's a CIA as a kid. They got big fucking mouths. Oh, I'll be all fine at Gitmo. Fuck him at Gitmo. He ain't going to Gitmo. He's eating caviar next to his fucking owner. He makes me fucking sick, actually. He's a fraud, just like Greenwall fraud. Where's the chip? Now, the real activist, Chelsea Manning, there's a real activist. How about Aaron Swartz? Oh, the real activist, just like I tell the grandsons, oh, tough guys? You know, you want to act like a tough fucking guy? You know, you defend yourself. You stand your ground. But we don't believe in violence. If somebody punches you in the face, you punch them back in the face. He who cast the first stone. We never cast the first stone, do we? Ever. Ever. Let me tell you about the tough guys. Drive right up the road. I want you to go right up 20th. Well, go down along Washington Boulevard. Go 3 blocks over. Fucking go up the street and hang a left. And just keep walking a couple blocks over there left. Now, that's where all the tough guys are. It's where every one of them are. They think about it and they're like, oh, we know what that is. Yeah, that's called the cemetery. So, keep coming at me, you troll punk motherfuckers. I don't ever cast first, and I don't believe in violence. I'm all about peace and love. Like Ringo. Fucking love Ringo. I went to see him when I was full of cancer. And his All-Stars. He had Todd Rundgren with him. I love Todd Rundgren. I used to love him. Hello, it's me. It's been such a long, long time. Fuck, it's one of my favorite songs. Oh, I fucking almost cry when I hear that. I love that song when I was a kid. Of course, they've all lost their way. The end of fucking his show, he plays George Harrison's song every time. You know, Jordan Harrison was almost murdered. They attacked his house. I'm sure it wasn't just some random dude. When he stabbed him all those times and then cancer was triggered and he died. You know, George Harrison was murdered just like Lennon was. He always plays Hare Krishna at the end. I love that fucking song. Now the Hare Krishna, they lost their fucking way. Ask the Mountain Kids. The Mountain Kids that are in Monterey were all Hare Krishna's children. They were all fucking molested.